So hello everyone, welcome to another video of Ratchet Repairs. I decided to do some stuff I had laying around in my storage because of some bots are getting quite pretty and some bots actually are still a bit lackluster. I really like this figure, I like Barricade a lot. I loved him in the movies and I thought he was one of the best cars to see. I love the Celine. So I decided to do him. But I just haven't got around to doing this one because I actually did two of these before. I did some work on him already. I just extended the white over the doors and on the bottom. This actually eliminates a little bit of the gap. But other than that, there's still a lot of things to do on him. So I'll be taking him apart for sure, I think. Or else I'll just do the car mode first. So I actually can have everything shiny and pretty. But yeah, let's get into Ratchet. Did I say Ratchet? I mean Barricade. I really like him and I love basically everything about him, and I loved the robot mode as well, even though the chest is a little wide. But the thing is, if you see the Prime 1 statue, there's so much detail that could be brought out on him, and especially on this one because the originals had like the blue where it should be purple. The black actually is a mix and match of gloss and of flat black. So I need to fix that. I need to mix up the color purple we're going to use. And I need to do some battle damage and everything to get him sorted and painted. So I think I should be focusing on what I should do next.
One eternity later.
So I took a look around at things that need to be done. And I think the best thing for me to do is to actually take him apart. And then do some painting on him. So the next thing you'll see is me taking up my tools and taking him apart so I can start the paint on him. If you don't want to do that, you can actually get to him quite easy in his robot mode, but for the alt mode you really need to have him all together. Even though I do like the color white on the doors, I think it should be a pearl white. So I'm going to clear this over with a pearl, and for that I need to have the doors separate, which is better because the black I'm going to keep shiny but simple. So for that to do, I think I should get him into car mode first. So that's what I'm going to do. So here we have Barricade in his alt mode as the Celine Mustang. There are some things that you can actually see a lot better when the lights are on him. First of all, there's this color discrepancy in the front of the car and here as well, which I need to correct. So I'll just be making sure that everything is taped off before I hit it with the proper black. The same goes for this piece as well. They are a little bit more blue-gray because it's basically the transparent plastic which is painted. So everything needs to be taped off. In the front it's a gray piece, it needs to be obviously black as well. And for the rest of the car, the headlights, I need to do these bits as well. I basically want to do the rims, the tires need to be a rubber color. And the wheels need to be shiny. Next to the back, there's a light here which should be white, which is the reversal light. On this side as well. And this bit in here should be flat black, same with the diffuser bits. And once those are done, the car's ready. So I'm going to prep him, wash him, and then I'll start with some paint on him. So I'll be right back. So I took him apart and gave him a proper wash. He's degreased as well. So all that's left to do is prepare him a little bit more for paint. With this bit I'm going to drop my light, of course. And I'm going to prep him, tape him off, and I am going to be adding him into the paint booth for the bits of black. So I'm going to tape off obviously everything that has a decal on it, and all I need is a bit in front to make sure that it's shiny, and these bits. So everything else can be taped off, which I'm going to do now. I'm also going to tint the windows because I don't really like to see the hands, which is a challenge because on the original robot this is transparent, but I think I've seen the third-party version of him which has the blacked out windows, and I actually don't mind it that much in the robot mode, so I think it will help as well. And And here we have him ready for paint. So I gave the black a little time to cure, so the next thing I want to do is give this a little bit of sparkle. I'm going to do that by using Pearl Clear, which is a really nice color and it works really well, especially if you're going to clear coat the car anyway, which I'm going to do to make sure that it all shines and looks good. But yeah, let's go and get in there, and it will give like the reflective sparkle that cup cars have. As you may have noticed, I actually did a little bit more in the middle of the windows, and I'll show you that when it's dry. But that way actually it hides the robot bits that connects everything together just a little bit better, and that way it will look really good once it's uncovered and ready for its clear coat. So that will be next. So here he is after the windows are tinted. Before I hit it with a clear coat, because it's still going to need being covered, I basically wanted to add some proper metallic reds to the markers. I already did the orange in the front because I forgot to turn on the camera. And I want to do the tail lights. Once these are done, I'll give it a clear coat, and then it will be done for this night because it needs some time to cure. And after that it will be time for the car mode. Oh, sorry, this is the car mode. After that it will be time for the vehicle mode. No, that's the same thing. After that it's time for the robot mode. So stay tuned, and I think after that it's time for the robot mode. So stay tuned. Okay, here we go. Next up will be some white to mark the first lights, which are right here. Just wait till it's cured so we can prepare the clear coat. So here you have it. I also noted that on the movie car these are blacked out completely, so I'm going to be adding some black in there as well. So here we have him, ready to get his clear coat, so I'll see you in a minute. So I gave it all some time to cure, and now he is ready in the spray booth. I'm going to hit him with clear coat. So for the next couple of minutes you probably won't hear a lot, because that thing will be on. So see you after.
And
Pause it for a second because I always give him a quick run over with just leveling thinner while it's still wet. That actually gives a nice shiny clear coat, but you have to be fast once you do it because once it's too dry it actually ruins the paint. So here we go again. So here he stands for now. I only touch him by the pull bar and by his feet. That way he has got ample time to cure. And then tomorrow it's time to do his robot mode. So here we have Barricade completely cured. He's ready for taking apart. He came out quite nice. All the black and matching. The white looking good. And it's got a really nice sheen to him as well. So it's time to take him into robot mode and finish up what we started. So we'll be right back with him as a robot. I didn't paint the tires yet. I did, however, add some flat black to the push bar and to these bits. That's because there really needs to be the flat black over there. I didn't film that because sometimes I forget things. And I just noticed that a little bit of my Barricade's missing here. That's awesome. I got some spare, so I'll fix that later. Yeah, so here he is in his old mode, and now we'll take him to his robot mode. Sometimes I forget things. What I wanted to say was I'm going to paint the tires into when he's in robot mode, because that way I can do the other side as well. So it took some time to transform him, but here he is in his robot mode. I wanted mode that the blacked out window also help the robot mode look a little bit better, because I never liked the glass on that places because the robot mode doesn't have them. Yeah, it's a really nice figure, and I need to do some airbrushing for some bits, because white doesn't really work that much when you want to add it, so it needs to have some white on top, some white on the legs. I think it's these bits that need to be white, or yeah, he needs a lot of gloss black before I start to do the robot mode as well. His tires, of course, need to be rubbery black, which I'll do as well. And his fingers are actually the other way around. And these should all be black with some gold and some copper and a little bit of the gunmetal that I use for the robot mode. The headlights should be a flat black, and this should be the silvery bit. And this head is the other way around. So yeah, I think the first things first I need to start is with the white. So I'll be airbrushing that in. So I looked for a proper way to paint him, which is a challenge because of all the overspray that's going to happen. Basically, disassemble him and paint all the pieces separate. So next thing you're going to see is a montage of me taking him apart.